Going on YouTube? How's everybody doing tonight? Got Arnie in here. I'm gonna give people a few minutes to get in here because they didn't show I got anybody watching. No lurkers, nothing. Oh, I got a couple of lurkers.
It's not me because I left my phones in the bedroom.
Do you have everything else muted? That way it doesn't go off. Hey, Randy.
They're all phones are in my room, tablets in the kitchen. So if you hear something ding, it'll be the tablet
All right.
because it's closer. Hi, Randy.
Well, so how you doing, Randy? How's the weather up there? You know, Arnie was saying it got warm up there today. It's like, yeah, that's normal Texas summer for us.
Yeah. Now I'm just finishing up my ice cream here, which Layla wants.
Well, now there goes the stream. We got Renegade in here.
Hey, Renegade.
So now we know that everything is going to go downhill from here. How you feeling today, Renegade? Oh, by the way, Renegade, I got the email from Amazon saying that. Let me go over here and let me read it. Yeah, writing a note to you that your associate's program application has been rejected.
Oh.
Yeah. It says this action was taken because we have not received the required activities from your account. As a reminder, accounts that have not referred 3 qualifying purchases within 180 days of sign up are closed. I can reapply if I want to.
That stinks.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been buying stuff from Amazon. I just don't know how to get it set up and everything.
Yeah.
All right, we're still in the 90s here, and we got that storm brewing. It's up there down by the Yucatan Peninsula that they're talking it could be bringing us some pretty bad rain and everything by Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, I got the stuff in the last order from Amazon, which was that new power supply I had to get because I thought the one that I pulled out of that the HP Omen was going to work. Nope. After doing all the looking and everything, nope. It didn't have all the right connectors on it. It's like crap.
Yeah.
So luckily for me, I found that MSI Mag 850 watt. It was a fully modular. And it had all the right connectors and everything I was going to need. So, okay, fine, that'll work. But I also wound
Yeah.
up ordering those taillight lenses for the bike. And of course, that all came in together. Popped the lenses on, not a problem. I swapped out both of them. That way I got 2 brand new ones on it.
That's good.
Renegade,
And
I
for
know.
power supply.
Go ahead.
And for power supplies, everyone's been saying like if your computer's gonna draw like 800 watts of power, everyone's saying like go 100 watts over, because then if you upgrade later on, then you have the power if you need it.
Well, actually, yes and no on that. Yes, you need to find out how much power everything is going to pull. Okay. And I know there's a website out there. I can't remember which one it is, but you can actually go in there and you can put in every single component that you've got and it'll say, okay, it's this is needing this much power. this much wattage and everything. And then at the very end, it'll tell you, okay, you're going to be pulling this. This is the kind of power supply you need. And I think that, like on this computer here, now it's only got a 400-watt power supply.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a very low rated computer. But considering the fact that I upgraded the RAM on it, upgraded the the GPU, I went to a bigger video card in it. Yeah, I think that's been one of my problems is the fact that there's not enough power. So I'm going to have to find another power supply that will fit in this case and work and it's got more power to it.
Yeah. Hi, Crystal.
Hello. Hi, Randy. Hi, Renegade.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
I'm
Renegade,
feeling,
what I was going to say is, yeah, I'm
yeah.
going to need your help going through all that. That way, get everything set up for um, the Amazon affiliate links. 'Cause I have no idea how in the hell to get that set up. If you'd be willing to help me out, and I would appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I was going to say we had some fun and excitement at work today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I told Crystal when I got home and everything, and about 2 o'clock we got. I mean, like I said, we've got all those great big cabinets that are about 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate that, Renegade. Um, but these are the ones that have the microwave and oven and everything in them. So when we're getting them built and everything, the very front, I mean, when we're putting them together, we got them upside down. So we're looking at the back of them. So in the very front, that's your face and everything. But it's got the little lip on there. Well, we've got these pieces that we put in that maybe eighth of an inch thick, something like that. Um, but we put them in there that way when they put the microwave or the oven, they can just slide in, no problem. It doesn't go bloop. It doesn't fall down after
Yeah.
going over that little lip. But we use hot glue and everything to hold them in there until we put little brad nails in. I'm up on our table and got one guy. He's putting on the toe kick and everything for this thing, and I'm trying to put those little spacers and everything in. I got one guy on the floor. He's actually putting the hot glue on and handing it up to me. That way we get it done faster.
Yeah.
So get the first one. I get that set in, no problem. He gets the second one put in. About that time he's done with it, all the power in the building totally goes out.
Oh.
I mean, everything was shut down. No lights, nothing, nowhere at all in the building. Um, so yeah, that was fun. And it's like, oh crap, that hot glue's gonna set up and get hard and everything before I get it in there. And I'm looking at, I can't even see exactly where I gotta set it at because I've only got one shot at getting that put in there correctly before that glue sets.
Yeah.
So I hollered at, said, Jose, hey, grab me my phone over there. So he grabbed my phone. I took it off of iHeartRadio and found the flashlight button and everything. So I'm shining the flashlight at him. That way he can scrape off the glue and everything because we don't know how long before the power is going to come back on. It's like that hot glue gun is not going to remain hot for much longer. Let's,
Yeah.
and Rudy comes over. He goes, do whatever you can that before we don't have any more air pressure. So Jose's getting that piece, all the hey Shelly, uh, he's getting that glue and everything scraped off. He's putting more on, and right as I'm about ready to bend over, my phone lights and everything come back on. So we were without power for about 2 minutes. It was like, what
Yeah.
the hell happened here? And then Rudy comes over and says, don't do anything else. Uh, don't use the nail gun, stapler, anything before that way I can go find out if they got the air compressors turned back on. So we had to wait about 5 minutes before he came back up and said, yep, we're good to go. Okay. So we finished getting everything buttoned up on that. It was like, damn.
Yeah. That's why I carry a flashlight around. One time we were in a movie theater.
Uh huh.
The movie ended, and they forgot to turn the lights on, so everyone was in total darkness.
Damn.
And then one time was a restaurant. We're sitting there eating, bad storm, and boom, all the lights go out.
Damn. That's kind of like what happened to me. We actually had a movie filmed here in town back in probably about 80, 81, something like that. I'd have to go back and look it all up as far as when it was filmed, but they filmed part of it here and other parts locally. Um, the thing about it is it had Ernest Borgnine in it. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, I'm trying to remember the name of the movie right now. It'll come to me. But they actually had the basically the world or the Texas premiere here in town at our theater because they actually filmed part of it outside of our little theater, and I was there when they filmed part of it. And so, anyways, we're watching it. Hey there, Steven. How
I
you
s-
doing? But damn, I know the name of the movie. I can't think of it'll. Like I say, it'll come to me. Um, but anyways, there's this one part in the movie where these three ladies they're getting harassed. Okay, this is all like a spiritual stuff and dealing with um, Amish people. Okay,
yeah,
so um, it, they're outside and they got this handgun and everything, and they're trying to shoot at these cans up on the fence.
Your cat has lost her mind.
Again,
Oh, it's worse. You know the box that's in here in the living room up high?
yeah,
She is chasing her tail. But she only wants to get that very little bit at the back. I'm
yeah.
waiting for her to fall off from there. Hi guys. I would be talking, but this makes a lot of noise when I'm using it on the machine. So
Yeah.
yeah. What
Damn.
wasn't Ernest Goes to Camp or something?
Do what?
Wasn't Ernest Goes to Camp or something?
No. No, no. Like I say, Ernest Borgnine in it. This was not a comedy.
Oh,
This was a horror movie. Okay. Um. But anyways, and it's one that you can't hardly find. I've looked for it, trying to find maybe a copy of it on DVD. But anyways, the funny thing about it is, like I said, you got these three ladies and everything, and they got the handgun, and they're sitting there shooting at these cans on the fence. Okay,
yeah,
two of them, they're just sitting there firing, pulling the trigger. Well, Shelly, go eat something.
yeah,
You got nobody to blame but yourself for not eating.
no, her stomach has been messed up for the past couple of days.
Oh, that's not
So
good.
it's not that she hasn't wanted to eat. It's she physically could not eat.
No,
So
she needs to get something in her system.
yeah.
But anyways, what was real funny was the third one, big old tall, blonde and everything. Sorry to hear about that, Shelly. Hope it gets feeling better. She goes, let me show you how this is done. Okay. So she grabs it, cocks the hammer and everything out, or hammer back, and she takes aim. As right as she pulls the trigger, we hear a great big boom. Hey, Neverboard, how you doing?
Everyone.
Hi.
Yeah, that's our
Well,
normal. That's our normal Texas summer for you.
yeah. My computer is showing 91 right now. Never bored.
Yeah, but about like I said, about that time we hear a big old boom, and all the lights and everything in the theater go out. I mean everything, and everybody going, "Yay! She knocked the power out with that one shot." But the bad part is we found out that there was a storm outside and everything, and unfortunately, the exact same time the power went out, a lightning bolt had struck the KJT hall and burned it to the ground.
Oh,
And that's what we heard was that big boom. Because I mean, it's maybe half a mile. No, maybe it's the most a mile away. So it was strong enough to where we heard it. Of
yeah.
course, lights, power came back on about a minute or so later, and finished watching the movie.
Deadly Blessings in 1981.
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, I literally went and Googled it while your mom,
Okay.
because I had to force her to eat two more pizza rolls.
Ah,
No, I gave her 10. She ate five. I'll take that. And not only has your cat been doing this thing on that box, she's had the zoomies, but when she comes here, literally here, she stops and looks like the Halloween cat that got scared.
oh
She is
boy.
yours.
I'll let
I
you adopt her.
I'm not sure I want to, considering she waited till she'd been following me in the bathroom.
Yeah.
No, she's definitely your cat.
Yeah, and the weird thing about it is her son had actually wanted the cat more than I did. But the cat did not like him for some reason. It's like, nope, nope, I want
You
him.
wanted to adopt Mama Cat, and I didn't want Mama.
Yeah. Well, Mama's gone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, see you, Shelly.
Night, Shelley.
But yeah, that is a weird movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like she was saying, Deadly Blessing. So back in '81, I knew it was the early '80s because I wasn't out of high school yet.
Yeah, I was itty bitty. Ooh.
There's Bren.
Hey, Bren.
And
Yeah, and Shelly just got through leaving.
Yeah, I'm hoping
She
she's
might
able to
still be.
eat something this time
Yeah,
because her stomach's been screwy.
yeah. But like I said, it's been kind of like one of those days. Is like, luckily, doesn't look like right now we're going to have to be working any overtime this week, which is kind of good. We've actually
yeah.
got two new people working. One working on our line, and I have no idea where the other person's working at. Oh, now I already told Crystal about what happened Saturday. because I had to go into work Saturday, and Jeremy was there, and of course, he's always there whenever we're working, and I kind of called him over, tell him about what happened with the eye insurance and everything. And I told him, yeah, come to find out that Humana had misspelled my last name. And I told him, now the weird thing about it is they want Michelle, who's HR and everything, to call them to get it straightened out, but they could not.
Oh, happy late birthday, Renegade.
Yep, happy late birthday. Didn't know about it. Hopefully, didn't set off the fire alarm with the candles and everything on your cake.
No, that's you.
Happy birthday,
No.
Renegade.
Well, at least there'd be plenty of light to see everything by in the room. Lots of candle power.
For you, yeah.
Yeah. But no, the weird thing about it is, when I was telling him about how they want Michelle to call and not me, he's kind of, do what? They can't get it straightened out with you over the phone. I was like, no, they don't. They didn't want to take my, confirm everything. I said I could have taken a picture of my driver's license and emailed it to them and everything.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good.
Is that Polynesian sauce just as good as what you get at actual Chick-fil-A? Because I just want the nuggets. I don't need the sauce. If it's just as good, I'll buy some from Wally World.
Aisha says yeah,
Okay, cool.
but
Yeah,
I mean,
I got some of that sauce too.
but I was going to say it's the fact, the look and reaction out of him. He's general manager. He could not believe the fact that Humana would not get everything, straightened out with me.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna get that barbecue sauce like what Mickey D's got.
Hmm?
The barbecue sauce that McDonald's has got for their nuggets.
Mm-mm.
I like that one.
Mm-mm.
What's wrong with that one?
Bland.
It's not bland to me.
Okay, you're just weird.
And how long have you known that about me? We've been together now for over 3 years, and you're just now figuring that out?
No, I'm just now voicing it.
Layla says yes to that.
But yeah, I mean, ranch would go good with them too.
Yeah, ranch are good, but if I'm going to put a creamy dressing with it, I want my blue cheese.
Blech. Blech.
At least I know something he won't eat.
How about Caesar salad dressing with extra anchovy paste?
That's in my vegetable jars.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, Renegade. Exactly.
No, she probably knew it about 5 minutes after talking to me before actual meeting.
Yeah, it used to be you would cut the corner off it or rip the corner off and hope you didn't rip the rest of the bag open. And you would squirt some on top of it and then shove the whole nugget in your mouth. That way you didn't lose it or your brother or sister didn't snatch it.
Right. Kind of like the way the taco sauce is from Taco Bell.
Yeah, it was a little bit bigger, but not by much.
Right.
Oh, no. I remember, now this is back in like 86, 88. They didn't have ranch to come with the chicken nuggets. You ordered the dressing the ranch dressing. So it was like this. It was about like this. It was a big pack like he's talking about, but it
Oh,
was big.
now you talking about what from McDonald's or
Hmm.
okay? Well, that went on their salads and everything. I know.
They gave it to you on the salad from the salads
Right,
because they didn't have ranch for the nuggets then. You
right.
had barbecue, ketchup, mustard, and
Well, it was a honey mustard what they had.
yeah, but
Right,
they gave you the salad ranch,
right,
and then
and right, and those little containers is basically what they've got now. It's the same like the uh, like going into Whataburger getting their little ketchup containers where you have to peel the top and everything back.
yeah, yeah.
But that's what and if you got depending upon how many nuggets you got would depend upon how many packs of sauce you would get too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was what you got what four of them if you got the 20 pack, which that was the best deal. The three of them. It was depending upon.
It used to be three. Now it used to be four. Now it's down to three.
Okay.
Hi, Stephanie. Yes, bless you,
Hi,
Arnie.
Stephanie.
Hey Stephanie. Uh yeah, Whataburger. That's a burger.
Yeah, he's
Thing. Yeah.
saying what a burger, the
Yeah.
way it's spelled on the sign. But yeah, when you're southern, it slurs and it's Waterburger,
Yeah.
and that's yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's just the way. I mean, Whataburger and of course Money Maniac. Yeah, every time he was here, it was like, yeah, I gotta have one. I gotta have one. I gotta have one.
Yeah, did you ever get back to him?
When I sent him, I know I sent him a link yesterday to come in on bills, but I haven't heard anything else back from him in a while. Of course, that auction and everything that was already over with.
Well, no, after I told you he left me that message.
No, I hadn't heard anything from him. Yep, Whataburger is awesome. Now, the only problem that we've got is the service at the one here in town.
Mm-mm.
It's like a vacuum cleaner. It sucks.
And we went in one time, and I refused to go back.
Yeah, because what took 25 minutes for them to get us our order?
Hmm. And I had to make them recook the rings because they sat there under a heat lamp with no heat.
Yeah. And then that time we met Money and Miss Money up there for that $100 bill and everything, 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Steven, if you've never been to one, you're missing out on a lot.
Yeah, that's
There's barbecue. How
hey
you doing?
barbecue.
Hey, barbecue.
Yeah, I mean that is the only thing is that I mean it's like a regional style um hamburger
Chain.
chain. Yeah. It's kind of like up on the northeast. You got White Castle, okay? We don't have White Castles down here, but
Mm-hmm.
you got a
We don't need.
buttload, but you got a buttload of them up there. Yeah, see, like what Narrowboard's saying, yeah, one of the top burger joint, as far as fast food.
Yeah.
A Whataburger is what about 8 times better than a McDonald's burger, and simple fact is that they cook it basically to order for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the size is even bigger than Wendy's. So I
I
mean,
did a couple burgers for lunch. I cooked up some onion rings and a couple of hamburgers, put cheese on them, and and I put pickle on them.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know that at Whataburger, I mean, I think they use what would you say, about at least a 6-inch diameter bun.
All right,
Uh,
Neverboard, have fun.
all right, see you there, board. Appreciate you coming in.
I never bored.
Have fun with that Dakota. But like I said, would you say it would be, like I said, what, about 5 or 6 inch buns they use?
Something like that. It's good size.
Yeah, and the patties are about the same size too. And they will load it down with, all the toppings: lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, cheese, and whatever else you want on there. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Money go over there twice in one day when they were here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know. I mean, he doesn't have any out there, and I know that's one reason why he's going. I want to move to Texas.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
In and Out is good. Crystalline, we actually had In and Out when we went up to Muskogee for her birthday years
Yeah.
ago. I mean, it's not that bad. Yeah, In and Out. They started out there in California. That's where they're based out of. We
Yeah.
actually have some here.
What is it? Plano's the nearest one?
No, that's the one that you and I went to was in Plano, but there's one actually over in I think closest one's like Duncanville,
Okay.
and that's up there on 35E, just a little bit north of Waxahachie. Hey, there's Bill Beckett.
Hi, Bill.
Hello, Bill.
But yeah, I mean, we do have In and Outs here, and that's something else. I know that
The fries are worth it, but the burgers are not.
I like. Now, to me, I actually like the burgers better than I like the fries.
Mm.
To me, the fries are too thin.
Mm.
Oh, now I tell you, a burger place that beats all of them. The only problem is the closest one to us is about 260 miles away.
Mm.
Guy's Burger,
Mm. Mm.
but it costs you about $1,000 to get one.
Bye. And I'm keeping your bank cards.
Yeah, that's only because it's on Carnival Cruise Line, so you have to get on the cruise ship just in order to get it. But hey, those things are worth it. I mean, you got people when that place is open, you got a line of people waiting to get them burgers. I mean, hey, sweetie, if you thought that steak was good over at the steakhouse here, wait till you eat one of those guys' burgers.
Yeah, you still owe me dinner.
I know. Let's see about doing that this weekend.
Sorry, guys. I am peeling super glue off because, I've got two knitting machines. One of them is right here and one of them's in front of me. And I had to buy a row counter because the one that actually comes on the machine has said no.
Now, oh,
Ooh,
you
I'm
must have
sorry,
gone
Renegade.
on a Renegade. You must have gone on a Royal Caribbean then.
So now I'm getting super glue off my fingers. It's a Layla ear.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, there's a place from where I grew up that they do that. If I ever get him to go back to my hometown, yeah, we're going there. Oh, he went down Carnival.
Oh, damn.
Oh, she comfy. She's got her eyeballs. She's oh,
She's comfy.
eyes
Yeah.
closed.
Yeah.
If you went on Carnival, I'm trying now. Don't know if that. What port did you go out of?
Oh, Guy Fieri.
Yeah, that's Guy's Burger Joint. Yeah,
No, diners, drive-ins, and diners, drive-ins, dives.
I know that's Guy's. That's Guy Fieri, who
Mm-hmm.
has Guy's Burger Joint on Carnival. That's his
Yeah.
burger. Yeah.
No, barbecue was saying that there's a restaurant out there used to be called Sweet Inn. It used to be really good. Then they got hit by diners, dive-ins, and
Right.
drives or whatever, and now they suck.
Ah.
Oh, I got Mater earlier with Baby Girl. You're black and white.
Ah. Yeah.
There you go.
His mom was in there, and Baby Girl was sitting on the arm of the chair, just like mm-hmm. And his mom reached up and pet her, and she was happy. And Baby Girl doesn't do that.
Ooh. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would definitely do it. Barbecue. Okay. I didn't know there was a port over in Jacksonville. I knew there was Miami.
Yeah.
There's Miami. There's Fort Lauderdale.
How can you not know this? And I did.
What? There's a
That there's a port out of Jacksonville.
I don't keep up with what goes on out there.
Neither
All I
do
know
I.
is, well, okay. Where's it going to be the closest cruise port for me? Galveston. Where's the next closest one?
I don't know.
New Orleans.
Ugh, no.
Yeah.
I'm not going back there if I can help it. I don't care.
Okay, then what would be the next one after that?
Timbuktu and BFE and pull it out your butt, because I don't know. I just knew that there was a port out of Jacksonville.
See, for me, it's like I know that. Then the next one would have to be Mobile, Alabama.
Okay, I'll go to Mobile, but I ain't going to. I'm not dealing with.
No, New Orleans. No, New Orleans.
I'm not dealing with New Orleans. I was there. No.
Oh, why not?
Because I was stuck there the year Katrina hit.
Oh.
Not during Katrina.
You just don't want to take that long. You just don't want to take that long drive over Lake Pontchartrain.
Yep. Ah. Well, she hasn't started kicking the keyboard yet, so we're good.
She's got her foot on the keyboard.
Yeah, but she's not typing yet, so.
No, I didn't see that one, barbecue.
I didn't know about it.
When did you have it come out? Hey, Tampa boys, how you doing? Yep, long time no see.
Oops.
Hey, there's Arch.
Hi, Arch.
Hey, Arch, I want to let you know that I know I missed your live stream Saturday. I was tired all day long after working.
We went to bed right after 7 o'clock.
Actually, about 7 o'clock. I crawled into bed, did not get up till Sunday morning. I was out.
And unless that bridge was damaged during Katrina, it is long and low, and I was sitting there doing this the entire time we were going over it. I was looking at the inside roof of the car because I don't do bridges. I do not like bridges.
Nope.
Riding with him on the back of the bike, I have had my head put up against his back, and much as I enjoy looking at him when he's walking away, because I do like his butt, doing that while riding down a road and kind of vibrating a little bit, no.
Oh, she definitely did not like it, especially when we had to going into Galveston, taking that bridge over the ship channel into Galveston Island.
I don't blame you, Renegade. I went back to bed about 9 this morning. 1 o'clock when I got up. No, 12 o'clock when I got up. So I did not have my lunch phone call because I was out.
Yeah, I know. I tried calling. It's like it rang, rang, and rang. Voicemail. Okay, she's asleep still.
But
Never mind.
considering we went to bed at, I went to bed at like 9,
Yeah,
9:30 last night,
yeah,
and I was up at 1:30 this morning
yeah,
and could not go back to bed.
yeah. I've actually done that. It's now we've actually got one here, and it's exactly 1 mile from one side to the other. And you talk about going across that because you're hitting all those little bumps, and it's like you're doing this number all the way across. Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, hmm,
you did not like that going or coming back on the bike.
no. Coming back wasn't so bad because I knew we were getting close to home.
Yeah.
But leaving,
All right, Layla.
Layla,
Oh,
But
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, like I said, now I can't wait for getting Crystal on a cruise ship. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we got a while to go.
I know I'm working on it.
Well, it's not only that, but I've got to work on all this stuff with the doctors. You got to deal with the doctors,
Right, which
and
I've got um gotta go in tomorrow after work and stop by. I actually found a doctor's on the uh in network, and I gotta go over there. I called him today. Of course, I
oh,
could have gone over, but I was too damn
right.
tired. Like, screw it. And besides, I got a few things here to do, which I got done. So tomorrow, I'm gonna see about stopping there after work, and then because they need to have the insurance card, and I got to fill out the paperwork, get that turned into them. Then they can set me up with an appointment.
yeah. See, I
Will you move your tail?
Ooh,
Mackinac Bridge. See that I would like to go to Mackinac Island, but
it's the
getting
bridge.
there is the thing.
Yeah, it's the bridge that bothers you.
Well, isn't there a ferry to it?
I don't know.
I've been on a ferry before. I can do that.
All right. See that's one thing I want to do is out of Galveston they actually do have a ferry um, that will take you and everything out um, to the other peninsulas up there. But that's where that old fort is that was built in the 1800s.
Um, Mackinac Island Ferry Company,
So
but
you'd be
it
taking the ferry, yeah.
yeah, but it's by Star Line.
And does that cost anything?
I I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have a problem on a bridge either, Renegade. It's someone else that has a problem.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And I'm talking about I haven't even had a problem on a bridge, even in a cage.
I just don't like them.
Yeah, I know. You don't like bridges and everything. I'd hate to see you
Nope.
in an airplane. Because there you have nowhere to go. You open up that door, take that first step. It's like, yeah, that's a long ways down.
They do. You do have to pay.
Okay. Well, see now the
Um,
one there in Galveston, go to the Bolivar Peninsula. That's a free ferry.
yeah.
Now I tell you what was really weird is last time I was down there, um, coming back and everything. We're waiting in line. Oh, 5 mile long. Wow.
Yeah, make sure that window's
Wow.
open.
Oh, if it's only 5 mile, I wonder how she'd be doing going down to the Key West on a 7 mile bridge. Considering the fact that every single little island along through there is connected by bridges.
Make sure the window's open because I'm probably going to end up hurling.
Oh, get a chance to do it again. Like to do that on the bike.
Oof.
Gotta get another trike for that trip.
Yep.
That would be a fun trip to go out there on the trike.
Ugh.
But what was I talking about before?
I have no idea.
See, you made me lose my train of constipation.
As long as you don't get constipated.
Oh, but that's it. I was talking about coming back, waiting for the ferry there in Galveston. After kind of got attacked by a family of raccoons.
Okay.
This was at nighttime, and these raccoons came out, and people were sitting there feeding them.
That's where they made the mistake. They fed them.
Yeah, well, and I'm sitting there going, what the hell is, oh, damn, bunch of, I mean, there was about 5 or 6 of them coming out.
Yeah, they got used to people feeding them.
Yeah. But we were on the Bolivar Peninsula waiting to get back to Galveston Island at the time. And like I said, that would be, oh, Renegade, hurry up and go get one. Just don't have another heart attack.
Please, no.
But, hey, at your age and your health and everything, yeah, you might want to go get the trike. Go get you a triglide.
Yeah, or even you can even get the Honda trike. Those are still just as sturdy. It's not a Harley, I know, but it's a decent alternative. If I know he wants a Harley, I know that, but
well, it'd definitely be better than say getting a slingshot or a what's that other one out there?
Can-Am.
Yeah, Can-Am Spider.
Yeah, okay, I'll take that, Arch.
Art, did you see that video I did about going out to the junkyard? It was a yeah. He said he'd walk before he bought a Honda.
And I understand that.
Yeah,
I get him. I understand it, but there are alternatives to one brand. I keep trying to pound it through his head. He doesn't have to have just Dodge.
Okay, fine. I'll stick to. I can get Plymouth too, or I can get a Chrysler.
Ford and Chevy work too.
No. Not for me. Oh, that's a playground for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what Renegade says. Yeah. See, Renegade things like me. Harley or Mopar, no car. That's it.
I'll take Chevy. Chevy was pretty good.
No.
And that one word you said was.
But I'll be honest, the one thing I will not get is a electric vehicle.
An EV? Oh, hell no.
Yeah, no, because for me to go from here to see my daughter, okay, that's 250 miles.
You would make it on one charge.
Yeah, I would have to go charge it. I would charge it and then go to Walmart near her house and have to go inside and shop for 4 hours just to be able to. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, Arnie. What was it? What were you saying?
One time I was watching another channel, they had an EV truck. They were get, and they were testing it to see how far it could go on one charge,
Mhm.
and just right after they got in the parking lot to pull in, the truck just died right in the middle of the like driveway, and
Yep.
so they had to call a buddy of theirs with their EV so that they could put a charge back in the truck.
Mm.
Doors would
See,
doors
that's
wouldn't open or nothing.
I'm like, I don't know that I would be able to deal with that. I could not. Now I could deal with like a little electric car or scooter or something with a small, like the, what are they? The ones that they use on like college campuses and stuff with the um, truck
Golf
beds
cart.
and
Talk about a
small.
golf cart.
Well, it's not a golf cart, but it's got like two seats and small platform in the back for tools and
Yeah,
plants.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
Um, it's basically a golf cart.
utility,
Yeah,
I
it's a
think.
Yeah, that's
utility.
it.
Right.
Now I could deal with one of those if I could get it street legal. Because yeah, a mule. Because then I could go to Walmart, Dollar Tree, and if I needed to go to Dollar General, which is like 2 miles, maybe three.
What, Dollar
I,
General?
yeah,
That's maybe a mile away.
okay. And I could go to the bank in it instead of having to wait on him.
Right.
But it would have to be street legal, and that's the problem.
Now,
Yeah,
Now
see
there are,
now, right now, a vehicle, an EV for driving around in our town, or even see now, like for me, okay, I work like 15 miles away. Okay, that would to me that definitely would not be a problem. Okay, I mean, if I wanted to, yeah, I could get one of those, and I
yeah,
could
exactly.
I'd be able to drive to work, drive back on one charge, not a
Yeah,
problem. Because that's maybe 40 miles round trip total. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, but no.
But that way, on at the end of the month when I do do the major grocery shopping, I could have that
Yeah. See, like what
instead.
barbecue's saying.
Yeah,
Like I say, it's nothing more than the electric golf cart with the bed and everything in the back.
yeah, and that would be fine as long as because um do the major grocery haul, go to
Yeah.
Walmart, get that done, not have to wait on you, and
Right.
then you're grouchy and grumpy because you're hot and sweaty from working all day and don't want to carry everything in.
Right. Who would be, wanting to do that?
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
I think the only way I would go with an EV is if it had solar already installed.
Yeah.
yeah,
Now, to me, I wouldn't want to go totally electric. I would have something that would be what they call hybrid.
yeah,
There's a lot of those out there that they actually have a gas engine that will operate also, but at
yes,
certain
Renegade,
time,
yes.
Yeah, it'd be a Prius.
yeah, I'm not getting
Solar
a Prius. No.
solar would be an alternate charge on the EV. Like
Yeah.
if I went to Walmart and went inside instead of plugging it up, um, it could sit out there and it could actually get some battery power
Right.
instead of
Well, I mean,
instead
it'd
of
be
plugging it up.
if you had a solar panel on the top of an EV, it would be charging it all the time. It's not just
Yeah,
while it's sitting not being used. All right. So Arch had or he drove the Honda Sonata hybrid.
yeah. Well, I'm not saying it would do anything on the range, but it would keep your charge where it's at. You would
Right.
get like just a hair bit in there.
Right. But that's the whole thing about with the solar. I mean, say you have a 100-watt solar panel on there and everything, it's gonna basically be putting a trickle charge in it
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah, kind of like what Arnie's got there. Yeah,
Yeah, this is a 4 panel.
Yeah.
yeah,
It wouldn't do anything for the range or anything. It's just enough to just hold it there.
Yeah, they got two of these.
barbecue. I'm not saying it'd be
Yeah.
enough to
No,
you
and
know
it's
get it charged up. It would be like a little trickle charge,
yeah.
just to add a little bit to it.
The only way it would be a full charge is if the entire car were covered with solar panels
Yeah,
and you sat out there in the middle of the noonday sun, from sun up to sundown 24/7.
right.
There's no way, or you were in Alaska during the constant sun months.
Yeah,
That would be the only way that a solar panels would have enough to give you a charge.
but I mean, it would still do something.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
that's
just
the whole thing. It would still do something as far as putting some power back into the battery bank
yeah,
and everything.
Yeah,
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 like what Arch is saying. Yeah, left the car for a couple
yeah.
days, weren't using
That's
it. Yeah,
yeah, and that's all it would do is it would help maintain the charge. But
uh, no, it would do more than just that because
yeah, but we're not going to get into all of this because you don't deal with electric, and neither do I. And
right.
I know solar. I know less about solar than you do.
Well, true, but I do know for the fact some of the videos I've seen. Yeah, 100-watt solar panel that does put quite a bit.
Okay,
That will charge quite a bit.
what's up, Arnie?
one that I have is 160 watt, and there's a in one channel that I watch, they do van life. What they do is they have so many batteries in their van where it equals to like 300 amp hours, and they have like three solar panels on the roof of the van, 600 watts total to charge up the batteries.
Yep.
Yeah, and I understand barbecue. I do know. I know they're there, and I know that they are used, but I
Yep.
also know they don't do a lot. It's just the bare minimum.
Right.
If your car shut down and locked on you, you would, and the solar panels that came on the car, you would have to sit there for a couple of weeks to get enough charge to turn the car on. And
Mm,
I get that, but
it wouldn't be that long.
anyway, you get the idea.
And I got this book here.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, like I said, for me, what I know about solar is that, like I said, I've been wanting to see if I get one of those little, what they
I,
call solar generators. Okay,
send a
and I
message.
know, like I said, there's several different companies out there that make them, and the main thing I want it for is to go camping. And I'm not looking for a big one, but definitely would want a solar panel, like 100-watt solar panel, in order to keep it, the little battery bank and everything charged up. Because I'll be using it at nighttime, basically 24/7 once I get set up for camping for running the refrigerator. And that's going to be 24/7. Lights and everything are only going to be used at nighttime.
Sorry, I had a spam message.
Yeah.
Says the postal service reminds me that one of my packages has arrived. But in order for me to go pick it up, I have to go to usjiytu.cloud.
Do what?
Yeah, it's a spam message. It is.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it is. It's
But for me, as far as a solar generator, I was looking probably about, maybe 800 watt
yeah,
at the most. Because I know that, Harbor Freight does have the Jackeries, and they've also got others out there. I don't
And
remember.
equal flow.
EcoFlow, yeah. Yeah, EcoFlow is another one. Um, let's see.
In fact, equal flow, they have a unit now that'll operate an entire house on battery.
Yeah. Yeah, EcoFlow, yeah, they now this is something that Harbor Freight's got. Now the smallest one they've got from Jackery is a 400 watt. It's like $200. It's come down in price. Um, next size up is going to be their 1,000 watt. It's like 500. But the smallest looks like EcoFlow. They got a 3,600 watt one, but $2,000.
Wow.
Now they've got a 5,000 watt, but it's like 1,400. I'm going, wow. You can get a bigger one for less money.
yeah,
But now the biggest thing that Harbor Freight's got as far as Jackery, they've got a 3,600 watt, but it's $1,300. I'm going, for $100 more, I can get the EcoFlow that's 5,000 watt.
Yeah.
But for me, no, no, I don't need a 7,200 watt. That's $2,800. Wow, that's too much.
And basically, all I would need one for is like just to run the sump pump, furnace, and refrigerator.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, for me, only thing I'd want it for is running. Now this would be the one that I would get. The Here's green. That's the one that I would get. If I'm going to buy one, I'd get this one. That 1,000 watt. That's going to be plenty for what I would need.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're only talking a couple of days. That's it.
Yeah.
But well, Renegade. When I'm talking about going, like especially like for TRF, Texas Renaissance Festival, that's late November, so it's not hot at that time of the year. It can get kind of cool too. But that one there, just get using it for a 12-volt little refrigerator, probably maybe a 40 can.
Whoa, wait a minute.
What?
Go back to that. I was just reading that. It says 1,000 watt peak and 550 continuous watt.
Yeah,
And I think the peak is for like when something is starting up or whatever.
yeah, that'd be your peak. I mean, like I said, for me on something like that, I've already closed that tab and everything out. Um, but you gotta consider that the refrigerator I'm going to be wanting, like I said, it's 12-volt, and I think it was maybe 120, 130 watts. So I mean, all I'm going to need it for is just for keeping food and everything cold enough for the weekend. So, like I said, I want to go and everything, except the tent and
Yeah.
everything. Um, because the weekend I like the most at TRF is Celtic Christmas, and they actually open up the campground on Thanksgiving Day. So we're talking, so we're
What,
talking Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. So 3 nights.
yeah. What fridge is that?
Oh, let me. I've never looked at see what Amazon's actually got.
Because one fridge you might want to look into, I've just hear about from other people, is that Equal Flow. They have a fridge. One side is freezer, one side is fridge. If you pull the center panel out, it automatically switches to all fridge or all freezer,
Right.
depending upon the way you set it. And it's got an ice maker and it makes ice in 15 minutes.
Well, I don't need something like that.
Yeah,
All right. So let me look at this one here. Yeah, it's either on 12 volt, 1224 volt DC or 110 240 AC. Um, Alpicool. Um, it says freezer without ice. Um, it's a 53 quart. So it'll fit 68 12-ounce cans. I'm going, that's fine. Um, they said it'll go from 77 degrees Fahrenheit down to 32 in 30 minutes.
yeah,
Um, I mean, it's like 37 pounds. I'm going, that's not bad. There's the other information I was looking for. So let me go back here. But I mean, it's 45 watts. That's all it takes is 45 watts on 12 volts.
yeah,
So I'm going, that it's not that big. I mean, as you can see there, it's what, say 26 by 50, say 14 and a half. We're going by 19 and say 19 and a half inches. But it's not, so we're talking just barely over 2 foot by a little bit over a foot by almost, 20 inches. That's not really all that big.
yeah,
But like I said, this one here, bring it, but that's what it looks like and everything. Oh, let's see. It can be used as a fridge or a freezer.
yeah,
I mean, and like I said, for what we would be needing it for is just going to be for, because I mean, we're not going to buy food until we get down that area. I mean, there's grocery stores around, so why transport food and everything and it getting, taking a, chance of it, going bad,
yeah,
and everything. And this one here is like almost $300. So basically that's what I'd be looking at, something like that. Um, well, barbecue, it actually has a little compressor and everything, refrigeration compressor. So it's not the kind that takes the heat and everything away from the inside. Uh, like some of some of these coolers that are out there. This one actually has a refrigerator compressor that works.
yeah. The other ones have those Peltier whatevers.
Right. It's usually got that aluminum fins and everything that blows the outside air over it to take away the heat from what's on the inside. And those are not really a refrigerator. Those are, yeah, I mean, they will only lower the temperature inside compared to the outside air.
Yeah. I've got one of those here.
Yeah.
That mini fridge that Chris had.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
keep stuff cold, you gotta make sure it was pre-cooled first.
Right. Well, it's kind of like that little black one you've got sitting there. Yeah. I mean, that's not really a refrigerator. It's just something that,
It's a cooler. It's like
right.
drops it like 5 or 6 degrees. I actually haven't unplugged because it doesn't do enough
Right.
for me.
I
I
got
Right.
I
And I,
I get my sodas. I want them so cold they're sweating.
yeah.
That doesn't do it.
yeah, I got one of those too. Right now, it's just sitting in the breezeway, not being used.
Right. But now, one thing I would do is uh, hook it, like I said, definitely get it plugged in, say, a couple of days before leaving to get everything, get the inside of it cold.
Yeah.
And then, say,
Yeah,
keep an empty 1 gallon milk jug. I'd get that thing filled up with water, stick that in the freezer, and then stick that on the inside of it once we're on the trip down there. That way, yeah, it's going to be keeping the inside of it cold.
yeah.
Now I could,
Yep.
what was that?
A bag caught in the fan breeze.
Uh,
Ah,
I have
but
the fan angled so it ever so often something will catch the breeze of it.
ah, but yeah, I mean, like I said, on something like that, yeah, I'd be, I've already got it figured out. Like I say, it's just something to keep food. Well, I mean, like I said, once we get down there, probably go get, say a dozen eggs,
mhm.
some, breakfast meat, um, other stuff like that. That way we can cook, you know, have breakfast to cook for, like I said, the 3 days. So we're going to eat, breakfast for Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah,
We're going to be inside the festival and everything, basically the whole time. So we're going to be getting food inside there. So we're not going to need anything until evening. Um,
Arnie, you had a ghost and it threw stuff at you.
yeah. But like I said, with that, that 1,000 watt uh, solar generator, with it having the 100 watt, you know, panel and everything, that's going to be putting enough power in there to be able to run that fridge, all during the day. We're still going to have it at nighttime and everything because I know I've seen people do videos on how long will uh, this solar generator operate one of those refrigerators without any kind of input to recharge it. Okay. There's one guy, he did the test and he had it go for almost 3 days. He had one of those little refrigerators hooked up to it for almost 3 days without any kind of input, power input going to the solar generator. So I'm going, that's fine. I mean, like I said, I just need it and 100 watt solar panel hooked up to the solar generator. Shut up, Ed.
Hmm.
And then, at nighttime, the only thing we'd have to have would be our lighting. And I run everything LED, so that doesn't draw that much power right there.
yeah,
Thank you, Renegade.
yeah. It's like I have a couple of these here, and I can hook the solar panel up to it if I had to, if I had no other way
Right,
to charge it.
right.
Oh,
Uh,
Yeah, he does.
yeah, but most of them are battery operated. I do have some the corded kind, but those right there would be like the table saw, the planer, the joiner, the miter saw. Um, well, yeah, I mean, like I said, that's all off of 110. Yeah. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, talk to text gets to be a pain in the butt. That's my favorite way of texting.
Um, I'm trying to remember. Um, I'm trying to remember what the email is for you. I know I've gotten your email and everything. I just don't remember what it's under.
Will you get out of there, Freddy Cat?
Oh, it's not that.
I don't know it.
Yeah, you're sassy kitty.
You can go in there and delete it.
Yeah, post the link in the chat and then hit. Yeah, it's we know. Yeah, post the link in the chat and barbecue. As soon as you get the link, let
I
us
can.
know, and he can delete. He can delete it from chat.
Yeah. Hey, Arch, if you want to pop in here too, there's a link for you.
Yep. All right.
And just be sure to show yourself first before you're brought up on
Yeah.
panel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know. I think Arch has the same rules for his.
Yeah.
Barbecue always shows himself,
Oh, yeah.
at least down in the basement.
And Arch, if you do come up, make sure you get your makeup on first.
Wait a minute, I thought that was Steven.
No, Arch has always got to make sure he's got some makeup on before he does his live stream.
Ah.
Yeah.
My tablet's dinging.
My tablet is buried.
Mine's in the kitchen.
Whoop, hang on.
That's fine, Steven. Let us know when you want to come in, and he'll let you in.
Well, hurry up, Arch.
Yeah, he's got to have coffee anyway. So,
Yeah.
but no, delivery service is broken.
Well, I'm already on my second cup, and I don't need any more. Um, if I have more coffee, I'm definitely not going to be going to sleep early tonight.
I ain't worried about it.
I am because I got to be up early in the morning.
Huh? And I'll be up before you anyway.
I know. Well, tell Dud or Raw to quit being a camera hog.
All you at least come up where we can see you in the basement. Then you can drop the avatar and tell them your camera doesn't work, or
Yeah.
tell them you shut the camera off. You know, because you don't want everybody seeing who you are.
Right,
Okay.
barbecue's trying to come in.
Yeah, he's got the device not connected yet.
Yeah. You mean sometimes? Layla's bad all the time.
We know Layla.
Yeah.
Layla is sometimes worse than that 7-year-old you're talking about.
Yeah. That I wouldn't doubt. Uh-oh.
Oh. If Smudge knew that she could get up on camera, she would.
Well, the only time she's ever gotten up on camera is whenever I've been holding her.
Yeah, but if she knew what a camera was and knew how many people thought she was cutie.
Hey, there's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Sarah, are you feeling better,
Oh.
sweetie? Yeah, I didn't. She said she was homesick, and I'm like, oh no. I would have talked to her, but
No, Bill. I think Arnie's got her attitude.
mhm,
I think it's the other way around.
one or both.
Yeah, that too.
Hmm, definitely.
Yeah, Sarah. Hopefully your Dugan's feeling better soon. Hopefully you don't have the same thing like what Shelly's got. A little stomach bug going on.
Yeah, but that would have been transmitted via the internet.
Hey, uh, look how many people I do that while I'm having that viral infection and that was way up north, and I wound up coming down with it. Hey, Chandler.
Hi, Chandler. Oh, yours was all psychosomatic.
No, mine was actual physical.
Have you started working with that yarn yet, Chandler?
Well, Sarah, you better hurry up and go catch it before I get too far away from you.
Oh, Sarah, you'll be proud of me. I worked with pink. I have a hat sitting on the knitting machine that's pink.
All right, so not yet. Okay.
Wool. Yeah,
All right,
she
everybody
she
run. Everybody run. She's got an idea for it.
well, she's that box of yarn that I was putting together over like a month.
Right.
Finally got it out of here.
All right. Someone's trying to come in. Let's see.
All right, there he is.
Yep, I got him.
I know you do. Hello, Babaku.
And
Uh oh,
he's got his mic. He's got his mic muted.
Hey there.
Hello.
Anyway, yeah, I was trying to do it on my phone and then the browser settings, and it was saying you can't do that with the camera and the mic. And then I tried to go through it, and I thought, you know what? And I opened up my laptop, and now here I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I don't have headphones, so hopefully there's no echo.
I don't hear one.
Okay, good.
Go.
Anyway, you've got all these batteries. What's your battery system for your tools? Is it
It's all Cobalt 24.
Cobalt?
Yeah,
The thing is, go ahead.
right. The main ones I've got is Cobalt, but I do have a few Bauer. Not many.
Well, the thing is, I was thinking, and I've done it. You're talking about all these different power solutions, and I've got an inverter. I'm in the Ego line already, so I've got Ego batteries.
Okay.
But they have, and I don't know, I'd have to look into it, but it just popped into my head. If you've got a bunch of batteries laying around already for your power tools, you've already got a power station if you get an inverter for it. I have an inverter for my Ego batteries where when the power goes out, I can plug in my refrigerator to one and my freezer to another one, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the Ego is what 60 volt.
It
56
doesn't
volts.
matter. It doesn't matter if you've got the. You can get the inverters at any voltage, and they'll switch it out.
Right,
Yeah,
but here,
the
okay,
inverter is going to turn it into it's what you're looking at is your amp hours.
right, and see now that's one thing I was actually looking at trying to do was take some of the batteries and use them, but unfortunately, a lot of those 4 amp hour batteries I've got, they are low watt hours, very low. I think they're like 45. Hey, there's
Hey,
Mohawk.
Mohawk.
Hey, Mohawk.
So what did you say? You've got Cobalt and Bauer.
Yeah, I've got Cobalt 24 volt and Bauer 20 volt,
Yeah, well,
but
the 24
not
volt and
that.
20 volt is kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got what I say 28 of the Cobalt
Yeah.
batteries. I think I got about 28 of those.
Well, if you
You
charge up 28 of those and get an inverter for them, you can run a little fridge off of that for probably a couple of days easy.
Oh yeah.
True. I mean, I was actually looking at getting everything set up, to do that, but I was also wanting to find a way of hooking up a solar panel in order to keep them charged. Basically, using those batteries to make my own solar generator.
Yeah, I don't think Bauer and Cobalt have solar in.
No, they
That's
don't.
the thing. So, but
That
if they have inverters, and I don't know that they do, but I know you've got batteries laying around. So if you can get an inverter for those batteries, you've basically got a portable power supply.
true, but like I said, for what I'm wanting to do is like I said, I was wanting to take and make my own solar generator out of some of those. I was thinking I could take like 4 or 6 of them and actually started on. I took some of the chargers. I mean, I've got a whole bunch of chargers and everything I'm not using. Because when I bought those deals a couple of times, it was by the uh, 2 batteries with the charger for 149. You get the tool for free. Well, I wound up buying like 4 of those battery packs and everything. Hey,
Oh no, that
Susan.
was one time.
Susan.
You
I
have
know
bought.
I did it twice.
Okay.
Well, the point is actually, and I don't know. I'm sure if you look at it, you can find somebody that makes one for yours. Like I said, I'm in the Eagle line and I've got it, but I also know that I've got a DeWalt inverter. I could plug the old 18 volt DeWalt battery into one of their little deals, and it converts it to 120.
Right.
Which
Well,
is
I
what you're
do
trying to
know.
do.
Right. Well, I do know. Hey, Michelle. I do know that Ego. Now they are manufactured by the same company, Shervon, that does Cobalt, Skill, and
Lex
yeah, the Flex and everything.
and whoever else is under that umbrella, I don't remember.
What's
There's a
that
bunch.
one that? There's one that Menards has. Was it Master Force? I
Yeah.
think yeah, it's Master. Yeah, Master Force. That's another one that's under the Shervon umbrella.
But instead of spending $1,000 on some sort of battery backup thing, if you've got 20 batteries laying around, why don't you get an inverter for them?
Well, I mean, I do have a power inverter, but like I said, what I was wanting to try and do is yes, use those batteries with that
And then charge them
inverter,
on solar.
right? And then find some way of getting them set up to where having a solar panel and everything would be able to recharge them at the same time.
Have you looked into how little you actually get with solar on those little fold out powers or panels?
Like I said, that's why for what I'm wanting to do, like I said, I've seen those videos where, like I said, this one guy he ran one of those little refrigerators for like 3 days
Yeah.
on
Okay.
one, right, and that was without having it hooked up to 110 power or solar panels to charge it at all.
Sarah,
So
send me pictures. And
yeah,
hi, Michelle and Susan. Susan, you're not late. Go ahead, Arnie.
Yeah, can I have the idea what barbecue's talking about? One time I was watching it was a home improvement show, and they show this device where you could put 8 batteries in it, and it was a power station.
yeah, I know. Now I do know that I think Flex actually came out with not Flex, Ego actually came out with one. It's a power station and everything that you use the Ego batteries on it. I don't remember. I think you could use up. I think up to four.
I think it's
E-
up to 6, but it's ridiculously expensive. If you don't already have Ego batteries, it's not even worth looking at.
right
I
now,
have
right,
Ego batteries, and it's still not worth looking at that much for me.
right now,
Not that cheap
Ryobi's right
inverter.
now. Did you see that Ryobi came out with one also? And that's what I know that Jeff from Dinner Tools he actually showed it and everything. Or was it Jeff? It's been it
He's
was
got so many different power supplies and generators and inverters that it's hard to keep track.
yeah.
He just they're piling stuff on. Here, try it. Review my stuff. Review my stuff.
All right, have fun, Mohawk.
Yeah, appreciate you coming in. Um, don't forget to hit
But
that thumbs up on your way out, Mohawk.
yeah, I bought the little like $100 inverter for one battery, and I take it
Right,
camping with me with a couple Ego batteries, and I charge up all our devices on it. And I have a little Ninja blender that I was camping with and making cocktails
right,
because why the heck not if you can?
Yep.
right. Now, one thing I do know that I can get with the for the Cobalt 24 volt. I'm looking it up right now. They actually have an adapter that you can put on there, and it actually will do has a couple of
Oh,
USB um, ports on it.
there you go. Sorry, Arch.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's what the little inverter I have has. It's got the 120 plug and a few USBs.
right. But like I said, that they actually have it set up to where you can actually plug this in on your battery, and it will has a couple of USB ports on it. That way, you're using that. I'm trying to find it right now.
A friend of mine drives for U.S. Trucking, and he's got a inverter.
Let's see.
Oh, Sarah,
When, I,
I'm jelly.
when I'm camping, I'm not powering a lot of stuff. I've got my ice chest with ice in it, and it keeps my food cold.
Right.
And until recently, with all the gadgets and cell phones and electronics and so on, I used to go camping to get away from all that. But now it seems like you have to bring power to supply all of it.
True.
Sorry,
So
she sent me a picture of her cat, and he's being a cat. So I have to laugh at him.
So what I do, I'm not powering anything. I'm not powering a fridge off of my battery. I'm charging up several devices or whatever anybody might need a little bit of power for.
Right.
And my inverter has got one plug on it, but if I plug a power bar into it, it doesn't know that. So suddenly my one plug turns into 6, and everybody that needs power can have power.
Okay.
Unless they're trying to start their car or run a refrigerator.
Okay.
I can run the fridge on my
I know
battery,
they.
but I wouldn't want to do much else. But just camping, no, I don't need it for. I can do everything I need.
Okay, night,
All right.
Renegade. I'm sorry.
I take care, Renegade. Appreciate you coming in. Oh, I don't find it. I know that I could. Bauer actually has one for their battery platform also. Like I said, it's the kind that will have the little two USB uh, ports and everything in it. I mean, it's good for like hooking up your cell phone, maybe a laptop to be able to charge them and keep them powered up.
Well, if for what you're talking about, you're going to need something that has a solar input on it so that it can charge via solar.
Right.
And you're basically just looking at a portable power supply that you can charge off of solar.
Right. And that's one thing I was looking at. I mean, I could do everything, with what I was going to do. Oh boy.
Look at that toe. Look at that back leg.
Yeah.
I had to cackle.
Yeah.
That I have to cackle like a witch because that is all cats. They do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I was saying, for me, I'd have no problem, be able to get power off I think I was going to use like 4 batteries and everything, but it was barely going to give me, it wasn't even going to give me 200 watts. That's the only thing there.
Is that what your power or cobalt batteries inverters gives you? Is 200 watts?
No, I'm saying if I use 4 of those batteries, those 4 amp hour batteries, it would not even give me 200 watts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they were like 45 watts each.
I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'll have to look at that DeWalt inverter and see what it gives because it runs off the 18 volt, and I thought it would give me 400.
Well, I mean, now the
400
bigger,
is the basic minimum.
right? Well, now the bigger amp hour batteries that Cobalt's got, the 24 volt line, yeah, they're going to have more wattage. But we're talking, I'd have to go up to the 5, 6, or even 8 amp hour batteries to get that kind of wattage. That's the only thing there. But now that's the ultimate output. And if I go with the extended run, those are different battery cells, and they have, I don't remember what those numbers are. I know they're different, but that's even a totally different battery right there. And they have more power to them. But I've only got 1 of those batteries. So, I mean, like I was saying, if I wanted to, yeah, I could do it. But I'd have to have probably about 8 batteries in order to do that.
You've only got 20.
I got 28, but like I said, it's just the fact is I'd have to have that many of them to get that much wattage in order to power everything, and then also have to figure out to get in the solar power being able to come in also.
Well, that's just a whole different technology that your power tools were never meant to have to begin with. So you really, if you take yourself into, you want one of those battery powered power stations.
Right, like that Jackery or right, either EcoFlow or the Jackery. I mean, like I said, the Jackery 1,000 watt. Okay, that right there, I think that would be plenty big enough for what I need. And that's $500, so I don't have to. I mean, the only other thing I have to buy would be solar panel and the connector kit, and that would be another couple of $100.
Some of those kits, when you can find them on sale, they come in a bundle.
Right. Now, I have not looked as far as what I could get off of Amazon, but then
you're reading all the comments. But I was saying, Jackery, they were cool in the beginning because they sort of invented this, but I don't think they've kept up, and I really don't think Jackery's that great anymore. I think other companies have really gone a lot far and beyond what Jackery is offering now.
Well,
the same price.
Right. Well, I mean, you've got Blue Eddy, you've got EcoFlow.
Yeah.
There's about a dozen different companies out there that are now, getting on the bandwagon to make them.
Well, there's a dozen new ones now, and there's like 3 dozen that are startups that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go that route, but there's at least a dozen good known ones now.
Oh yeah, and that's what and that's what I'm saying. Right, and like I said, that's what I'm saying is there's dozens of them out there that make them. So, I mean,
right. In my opinion, Jackery, I think is asking too much for what they're offering now. with
Right.
so many other things.
And
But
this is everything that came with the solar panel when I got it.
yep. So I can get something like that with one of those.
Take controller and all that.
Right. I mean, I could get, like I said, something like that off of, say if I want to go to Harbor Freight. I know they've got a bundle deal also, um, which I can tell Art, he probably likes that deal. Come on, Art, speak up. We can't hardly hear you.
Oh, I had the mic off so I don't make noise in the chair.
I still say you need to put some WD-40 or some PV blaster on that thing.
I know, but that's like my signature chair. I'll eventually get to it.
Like sharpening up those lawnmower blades.
Yeah.
I'm going to get to that also. Actually, I'm not going to get to it, but a friend of mine works in a machine shop, and I gave my dull blades to him.
Oh, don't fall over.
Hey, just don't give them to JB's little shop. It takes about a week and a half to get them done.
Oh well, I have two sets, one for him and one for me.
Ah.
And I gave those set to him about 3 or 4 months ago.
Ah.
But that's okay. I've known the guy since like
Oh.
9th grade.
Art, Susan saying cooking oil will even work on that squeak.
Yeah, I know. It'd be nice if I took it outside, gave it a quick wash, and then shot lube. But I think where the squeak is, I can't get to.
Well, that's why you just dip the whole thing in a big old tub of oil.
I know. I really need a new chair is what I need.
Yeah.
That sounds like me.
One time I
So if I'm going to treat myself to a new chair for the last 2 years.
Yeah, but this chair has got a pipe welded on it to get it up high enough to meet with the desk because I like everything about 33 inches. 33 to 36, somewhere in that range.
Isn't that what she said?
Well, it just allows me because all the work tables and stuff are around the same height, so I can walk around and, do what I got to do all day long.
Put taller wheels on it.
Yeah, really big wheels.
Yeah. Get you some taller wheels. That way, be no problem going off-roading with it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm tired. I just got off of work, so
You know what?
I just ate. And it's like that. This is the point where I like to have other people entertain me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just listen to me for a little while. We're going to go, God, if nothing else, he's always a good for a bad example.
There you go. I like that.
Yep.
That's what I said. Nobody's completely useless. Just look at me. I can always be used for a bad example.
That's right. I like that.
Yeah. And you're good at doing that too.
Heck yeah. I'm really good at it. I think I thrive.
Yep. Oh, see, like what Steven's even saying. Yeah. Go to Harbor Freight and get the bigger casters.
Yeah, no, I need to come up a lot. Most of these chairs are way too short. Yeah. The piece of pipe is it's like this.
Damn.
Yeah, you have to get them up real high. This chair over here that I have my feet on, it's designed for like a lab chair, is basically what it is. So it comes up high, but it's not wide enough. I can't cross my legs and hang out. So it's good for kind of scooting around the shop and using.
You know what you need?
You have to sit upright.
You need to find yourself a good bar stool with armrests.
I cut the armrests off for this one, and I had to make custom set out of plywood. I don't want anything with armrests on it, because then I can't cross my legs. Besides, they get in the way, the armrests. So, to me, they get in the way. So I don't. This is like a modified chair. I completely changed it.
When I was at my workbench, I had a bar stool. It was probably, like you said, about 36 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
And it had a back on it, so I could kind of lean back a little bit. Not a high back, but it had a back.
Yeah, it's like this one. Yeah, this one over here. But you can't see.
And that back wrapped around to a little bit of armrest, but not much. But I don't cross my legs, so that didn't bother me. But it sounds like you just need yourself a good, comfortable, wide bar stool.
Yeah, but I can't have. I want a nice cushion. I want a wide, a tall back, I want the lumbar. That's what this has, and it has to be a very wide base so I can cross my legs.
Well, then you just need a custom chair.
Yeah, that's why I took this one and I customized it.
Exactly.
It was a leather chair. It was a plastic leather chair, pleather. Like that, like
Yeah.
the rich Corinthian leather. Like that stuff. Too bad Renegade left because he knows all about the rich Corinthian leather.
Yeah,
You
You're the
know,
Mopar guy.
like one of those executive office chairs without the armrest. Customize one of those to make it taller.
Yeah. I'll find something. I'll come across something eventually. It's it's like it's on the list of like 100 other things I need to get that I don't have money or time for. Don't we all have a list like that?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
No.
100 on it.
And it just keeps growing, that list.
Nice. It only has 100. It must be nice.
I know. It's like it's got to be hundreds of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah,
So
and
we-
Art, you're thinking of that commercial and everything that Ricardo Montalban, Mr.
Yeah. Yep. Ricardo Montalban, rich
Yeah.
Corinthian leather. One at the
Yeah.
best. One at the best. They made that up. Like, there's no such thing as Corinthian leather. It's not
No.
even leather.
Right. And you know what the last movie is?
I had that car, by the way. The Chrysler Cordoba.
Yeah.
I had that car. What an electrical nightmare.
Now, let me ask you this. What was the last movie that line was actually used in?
Oh, God, I don't know. What?
Deadpool.
Really?
That was the very beginning and everything when he dropped in on the car and they had his face up against the back of the front seat. He goes, "Rich Corinthian leather."
Oh, I kind of remember it now. Yeah. Oh, I got to watch that again. That was a good movie.
And another thing is, if you actually pay attention, you actually hear the theme from Batman in it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Good stuff.
They had to sneak ball in a real low ball because that's one's Marvel and the other's DC.
Yeah.
So
I'm waiting on
I'm not
Deadpool
PC.
3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Deadpool 3. They're actually going to have Wolverine in it.
I think
Hugh
it's called
Jackman.
Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah, but Hugh Jackman's coming in and playing Wolverine.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I want that.
not out. It's coming out real soon. They've got trailers for it, I think now.
Yeah.
What's
I've
coming
seen
out?
Deadpool 3.
Okay.
Yeah, like Barbecue saying, yeah, they've already got the trailers and everything out for it. Because you see this one part, the one I've seen, you actually see Wolverine in the bar and everything, and Deadpool comes in and starts talking to him. Then they start having a little bit of an argument, and Deadpool's outside.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I didn't know they were doing a Happy Gilmore 2. Now, the one movie I am waiting to be able to see is Beetlejuice 2.
Really?
Oh
Yeah.
God, they're making a new one.
But they've actually got what's that one girl that was actually in the first one? I can't remember her name right now. The one that played the daughter. She's actually coming back, and then the one that played Wednesday Addams in the Netflix TV series.
Yeah, the new one.
Right, she's actually playing her daughter in
Okay.
the Beetlejuice 2. So that's going to be a good one to see also.
Yeah, eventually I'll get around to it.
Yeah. But like I said, Art, yeah, Saturday evening, 7:00, man, I was in bed. I was so tired. About 6:15, I'm in here in front of the computer and I'm watching the video. I have no idea how the video ended.
Nice.
I literally fell asleep. I got up, like, no, I gotta go to bed. I
Yeah,
got
I
up.
actually fell asleep before my own show. I was about the same. I got done. I was sitting back here, put my feet up. I was watching some stuff about World War II tanks and battles, and I was just out.
Yeah. But
Oh,
you're
so
talking Winona Ryder is coming back as her character.
right,
Jenna Ortega is the daughter.
right,
Nice.
Yes.
It's
Jenna
the
Ortega is Wednesday Adams.
right. Thank
Steven,
you.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I couldn't remember her name. Their names and all. Hey,
You,
DNR, how you doing?
Lady and Art, you don't remember Winona Ryder.
I
And
couldn't remember the names off the top of my head. Is what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I
say.
don't remember anybody's name, but I remember them after somebody else says them.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I remember her because she used to date Johnny Depp.
Oh,
Yeah.
She used
jeez.
to date Jack Sparrow.
Oh, gosh.
You know that.
Because that's important. I know.
I say to people, they say, "Have you seen this movie?" I say, "I don't know. What's it about?" And they say, "Well, it's got this person in it, and this person in it, and this person in it." And
But that doesn't tell you what it's
I
about.
don't know who those people are. I don't care about actors who know their names.
Yeah, I don't care enough either.
Ooh,
But I say, "What's
Susan?
the movie about?" "Well, it's got this actor, and this actor, and this actor, and this actor." "Okay, what's the
Right,
movie?"
but you're not telling me what it's about.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I've done that. I said, okay, so I literally had someone telling me, well, it had this guy and this guy and this guy and this one and this one. I said, okay, so all the actors are ugly as sin and I'm not attracted to them. So I probably haven't seen the movie. Now,
Well, it's
what
better
is
than I am
it
because I didn't even know the actors. You knew they were all ugly at least.
Well,
Well,
I just said
sometimes
they
it'll
were ugly, so
trigger
they'd shut up.
if I can't really remember the movie well,
Yeah.
and somebody tells me who was in it and whatever, it can sometimes trigger my memory to go, oh, okay, I know what movie you're talking about now.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it's a
Right,
big
it will
enough
do
name,
that.
I mean, we know John Wayne or Arnold Schwarzenegger or
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
names
But
that
even some of the
everybody
other
knows.
actors, like it can sometimes trigger because it might be a movie series or one of the movies in the series or something like that,
Mhm.
If
Like
somebody says Rocky, you
There's some
think
great
well,
actors and actresses in some of these series, like John Wick. There's a lot of different people in the John Wick series. I actually just recently finished up watching the John Wick series twice. But I missed like two of them, and I'm like, well, let's just kind of recap.
Yep. That's like for me. Now I've seen all three of them. I've still yet to see the fourth one. I still want to see that one.
Girl.
Okay, now here's something. I'm going to list off some actors' names that were all in one movie together.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Layla is setting off baby girl because she's
Hey,
giving me weird looks.
We can
Okay.
hear her going. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here you go. Clint Eastwood, Kelly Savalas,
Oh,
Don Rickles.
I know which one it is.
What is it?
It's the one where they're on that Greek island. It's either that one or it's
Nope.
the other one where Rickles is. I can't remember the name. But hold on. It's either Kelly's Heroes or something.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they got Donald Sutherland in it.
Yep. That was in that one scene with Rickles. It's because they sell this stuff, right? They steal it. They sell it.
Right.
No.
Crap Game. Yeah. His
Yep.
name in the movie was Crap Game.
Yep. There you go. See.
And then, of course, Clint Eastwood was Kelly.
Yep.
Telly Savalas was Big Joe. And then Donald
I love
Sutherland.
Tally.
But Donald Sutherland, he was an oddball.
He is an oddball, though.
Yeah.
He often played oddballs. He is a bit of an oddball anyway,
Yeah.
or was.
Yeah.
And he did it so well because I think it's just natural.
Right. I mean, that's one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies out of all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I was thinking, though, is another one with Telly, and I think Sutherland is in it, but it's another couple of famous actors, and it's the one where Telly is working. It's World War II. He's on a Greek island. He's got this broad that is, I'm not sure what the hell's going on there. They're kind of undercover. They're about to sabotage the Germans, and Telly wears a lot of black. And I just can't remember all. It's some wicked scenes too in there. It all basically takes place on one of the Greek islands.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Layla.
Yeah, I remember what it is. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah,
I
I want
know-
to see it again.
Right. Well, I know he was also in, what was it, The Dirty Dozen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
he was in a Dirty Dozen. That had a lot of big name actors in it.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now the weird thing about with that one is uh the guy that was the running back for the Cleveland Browns. Was it Jim Brown? Was his name?
Leroy?
But anyways, he actually had to find time. He actually quit the NFL to start becoming an actor.
Nice.
Yeah, he liked it so much. He said, "Nope, screw it. I'm retiring from
Yeah, why not?
football." Yeah,
Why not? Not a bad idea. You get
yeah,
to enjoy a little bit of both worlds. Maybe save your body.
yeah.
In your older
Yeah,
age.
depends on what they put him in. If he was a stunt man or
Yeah. Well, I don't
if
know
his
do
character.
later, but I mean, we all know it's hard on your body, that stuff.
Oh
So
yeah.
Oh yeah. That I did not know, Stephen.
Huh.
Okay. Who watches Hot Ones?
What?
Who watches Hot Ones with the hot wings and the celebrities and their?
Oh, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but yeah, they do an interview with the celebrities, and the celebrities have to eat hot wings,
Yeah.
and they're trying to see
It gets hotter and hotter. Well, Steve just reminded me. I saw today the Undertaker's favorite move. I saw the Undertaker eating. You know what? Just if you haven't watched it, look up Hot Ones and watch. You'll find somebody that you want to see suffering.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
well, that's not my thing. So
Well, it's funny because they're suffering, but it's an interview, and they're going, "Okay, so this wing is harder than the last one." Okay, well, yeah, it's hot. It's you know what? It's funny. Look up one of your favorite actors and just watch somebody doing an interview while their mouth is on fire and they're trying to compose themselves. I think it's funny. It's hilarious.
It is.
Now I tell you one that's real funny to watch, and that's Beard Meets Food. Okay. There was a noodle challenge. I don't remember exactly where it was at, but somewhere here in the States. But it was supposed to be the hottest noodle challenge ever. And he could not finish because it was so hot
yeah,
and everything.
that's gross.
But so far, I think out of all the challenges he's ever tried, I think it's like 3 or 4 times he's not completed the challenge.
There was for a couple of years there was a thing going around where it's how hot can you make something? This is the hottest chip, the one chip challenge, the noodle challenge.
Right.
And my son was watching that. He got into it and he tried the noodles and it wasn't hot enough for him. So I got him a ghost pepper burrito and he's going, "Oh, I can eat that. Give me another one. It's not hot enough for me." And he thought he was good. So I got him one of those one chip things, the one chip challenge deals.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I figured, you know what, you think you're bad. And he said, "I'm going to do it." And he wanted me to record him doing it. Actually, if you look through my YouTube history, you'll see him eating the noodles and that one chip and stuff if you go back far enough. But that one chip.
Sarah in chat, Sarah's Real Corner of the Crochet World, she took that one chip challenge. And you get like half a dozen in the bag. She ate the entire bag.
No, you only get one.
One chip. It comes in a box like a coffin.
But she ate it, no problem. And I'm like, Oh,
wow. That must not have been the same one. But anyway, he thought he was doing good. He wanted to do, my Mr. Beast and so on and so on. I'm going to be a YouTube star. I'm going to do the hot stuff challenges.
Jeez.
Record me. Why I got him recorded doing the one chip thing, and you don't see a lot of it because it tore him up so bad. He took a bite of it and got up and ran off.
Yeah.
And I basically had to not put it on. I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't upload that.
Yeah. Beard Meets Food, he actually did that years ago. And it's like, he admitted that was pretty hot. And it tore him up too.
I don't
I
see the
took
point.
a bite of it. I took like a little tiny corner of it and took a bite of it, and I actually didn't chew it up and eat it. I put it in my mouth and got the seasoning on my tongue and then spit the chip out
Mm-hmm.
and wandered around the house for about 10 minutes going, this is stupid. Why do people do this to themselves?
Yeah, exactly. I did that once many years ago. There, I'll never. I don't even bother with hot sauce anymore. It was the world's hottest hot sauce or something. I scooped it up, gigantic amount of it, put it in my mouth, and went into convulsions.
Yep. Oh,
It's just stupid.
has anybody been seeing the video that goes around where this guy he's trying to do a shot of Everclear?
Oh, that's not that hard to do.
This kid. I mean, I call him a kid because he's in his 20s.
He looks like he's right at 21.
Right. But he is trying to do a regular shot of Everclear without having any kind of problem drinking it.
Yeah.
That's not hard to do.
He's
Well,
like, no.
you breathe funny after you drink it. You're going,
Yeah.
No, he pops it in and then
spits
he
it out.
almost immediately spits it back out.
Yeah, because it's disgusting.
It is.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
Everclear is a novelty. We would buy it as young adults, actually.
Mm-hmm.
As young adults, like 19, 18.
Yeah.
Illegally.
We would buy we would buy Everclear legally somehow.
Hey, there's that deal tech guy.
And drink it and go, okay, yeah, we did that. And it was gross. And it didn't taste good, but we did it.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
But do you guys remember those big old giant 64-ounce sodas that A&PM used to sell? They came in a big old giant mug, 64-ounce mug with a handle on it and a reusable straw.
Ed, that goes back to a
Mail call.
A mail call. Was it last month or month and a half ago, something like that?
Something like it.
Right. I was actually heading out the door to go somewhere, and there was this package sitting outside, and it was addressed to Mater's workshop. It was like, okay, what is this?
And
So
he literally almost tripped over it.
Right. But I went to go pick it up, figure, okay, and it was pretty heavy. And I still don't know who it was from because it was coming out of Colorado somewhere. But someone, they know me, they've seen the channel and everything, know about Crystal. They sent me a couple of Coleman stoves that need to be repaired. They sent a whole bunch of yarn and everything on one end of it. And even a bunch of little hand tools. And one of the things that was in there was that picture, saying, hey, right, stop going to Harbor Freight. We need you back at Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
Because they knew I like going to Lowe's, getting everything, all my my Cobalt stuff.
Yeah. And when he opened it up, the yarn came out. So I'm in here and he's like, hey, get out there now.
Yeah.
And they luckily included a bag. So I started putting yarn in it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like I said, there was some hand tools in there. Those Coleman stoves. There was a Coleman coffee cup in there, or no, that mug.
Yeah, I'm not going to the kitchen to go get it for you.
Right, and there was even a Coleman battery operated soldering iron, which I've yet to try out. But the thing is, I still don't know who it came from.
We thought it was dancing, but it was wrong direction.
Right, because it was coming out of Colorado, and he's in on
the East Coast.
He's not that far away from ours. Because I know he goes to New York every now and then. So he's up like in the Maryland area.
Yeah.
The only thing, bad thing, the only thing that Dancing's got keeps him handicapped. He's driving around that Honda Ridgeline.
Yeah.
That it's
I,
still not a truck.
yeah, Ed, I'm sorry you're having tight times. I hope it gets better soon.
No.
That's no fun, to put it nicely.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to turn on my screwdriver.
Yep. Well, I need to get this shut down because it's already after 8 o'clock. I've already got trash done, but I've got a few other things I still need to get done before it's too much darker out there. And I need to be able to get into bed, get to sleep, because 4:30 is going to roll around early for me again in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you don't normally get up till about 1:45 or right at
Yeah.
5.
No, I get up. It might be depends upon what time I've actually gotten to bed.
Don't you try and do that because I'm the one that knows.
Yeah.
Well, now I go to my second job.
And then I'm up by 4:30.
Yeah, but that's West Coast. I'm talking about 4:30 Central. So I still got up 2 hours before you.
Yep. Your 4:30 comes a couple hours before my 4.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm still up before you.
Yep.
Yeah, if only he would buy me one, Ed, I'd be happy.
No. Oh, if I want to go to the best truck, I'll go out there and get another Dodge.
I'll take a Ford.
I'm not getting a pound on road dead.
First on race day.
Fast only running downhill.
Well, only American automaker that didn't take the government bailout.
Because nobody wants to bail them out. That's why.
Because they weren't doing so crappy, they didn't need the government to bail them out.
Yeah, because nobody was buying their stuff. That's why.
Welfare day on the 1st of the month.
Did you hear about now? Okay, going back to the EVs and everything. Did you hear about the was it the Ford Lightnings? There was about 40 of them that were at a Ford dealership. Fire truck sitting there watching them all burn because there was not a thing they could do to put out the fire.
In fact, one of them, there was one that they had for sale for $7,000. Nobody wanted it. Brand new.
Yeah.
No, nobody wanted it.
No.
That's all that stuff now.
I mean, basically, the full electric vehicles are coal-powered vehicles because most of the power comes from the coal plants that provide the power to charge them. And we don't have that many nuclear plants. Why, I don't know.
No. Yeah.
And they started shutting off the gas-powered natural gas because they think it's dirty, which is ridiculous.
Right.
Some of the cleanest burning energy you'll ever get on this planet comes from gas.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's this money game that they're doing. It's about money.
It is a money game. It's a shell game because if they say we're going to endorse clean energy, then that means that billions of dollars get to be handed out to certain donors.
Yeah, and really, the biggest problem isn't that that's happening. The bigger problem is that they're trying to destroy the existing infrastructure while they're doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, did y'all hear about what's going now? Barbecue's probably hurt because he's out there in California. But California now is wanting to start taxing people in EVs road mileage.
Yep.
Because they're not getting the tax money revenue from gas-powered vehicles.
I know. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous because they've raised the gas tax 130 billion times so that they can fix the roads, except they never use that.
That's right.
Roads because they always say, "Oh, we promised this time we'll use it for the roads," and then they don't.
And they promised they were going to make that special train that was, supposed to go real fast. I forget what they call it, but they never finished that. Billions of dollars in overruns.
The bullet train.
The bullet train.
My entire state is the beaten spouse. Well, if you would just stop being bad, I wouldn't have to hit you anymore.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and look at what they've done out there on minimum wage. Okay.
Oh, it's crazy.
They hiked the price up to $20 an hour. Okay. And I know I saw the little story on YouTube where this one guy, he had his own, he was an independent restaurant owner, okay? And the day that it went into effect, he actually sent a text out to everybody, show up to get your severance pay because I can't afford
Yep.
to keep the store going.
Yep. I'm done.
Everybody, right, I'm done. I'm shutting it down. And I saw a video yesterday. There was a chain restaurant shutting 76 stores down
Yeah.
because they cannot afford paying employees. And there's
Yep.
a lot of other
them.
restaurants out there doing that out there
Yeah.
because they can't stay in business.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've seen some of the financial reports on that, and you're right. Almost every chain is now going to be closing up a number of stores across the country, and it's largely because of this and the economy and the inflation, and because it's all at once. It's not like, well, we think we can afford it. Times are good. People are showing up all the time. You know, remember when times were good a few years ago? Remember?
oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah. And that's why another reason why a lot of this stuff isn't working, because it's not that they're terrible ideas in and of themselves. If they were one idea and then nothing else, the horror, right? But it's everything at once. It's like stuff. And I think I mentioned on my live show that they raised my taxes and they raised the fire insurance, and now we have to come up with over $600 more a month to pay that for the house. Wow. Just for that. Okay, because it exhausted the escrow. And my buddy Mike, Big Mike, who owns the Sunstar, you've seen him on the channel from time to time. He just hit me up. He goes, "Yeah, that happened to me like last month. That was over 400." People are losing their hope because they're on the edge. They're living off of credit cards, and then they get a bill like that, and the whole game is just it tips. And if you're on a limited income, or like me, I mean, I might want to retire in a couple of years. Let's say you retire and you're on a fixed income limited, and then something like that happens, and you're like, oh, well, now what? Right? Yep. You're going to be on the street. It's 65, 70. Sell your house and go live where?
Yeah. And the thing about it, now you're talking about, all over, but the majority of all these places that are closing is California because of that minimum wage, and they're actually, from what I heard, they're actually wanting to raise it up to $25 an hour now.
Yep. Now I understand part of it without getting too deep. I know you want to leave and everything, and I don't like to get too political on somebody else's channel, but taking the politics aside, left, right, just shove that aside.
Okay, Arch, get as political as you want because he does.
Yeah. No, I don't need to. It's not really political because it's financial. Though, years ago when I was a young man, I used to scream about how the Clintons were selling us out and everything was going to be made somewhere else. And lo and behold, now as an older person, that's exactly what happened. All right, so here we are. Now, the economy is basically no longer based upon manufacturing and things of that nature.
Right.
So many jobs have left the country that what's left is this, and Clinton said it, the service industry. Well, that's what we have. But what is the service industry now? It literally is Walmart, Target, Home Depot. You can't own a home and work at those places or buy a home. And not everybody can be a lawyer and a doctor and even the IT professionals. I mean, how many of those do you really need? You can't. There's no jobs that you can go to where you can grow a little bit here and there. And if things aren't so expensive, you can put some money away. A car is almost as much as I paid for this house 25, 30 years ago.
Yep.
Actually, the car I'm looking at now costs more than the house I'm sitting in.
See?
Yep.
That I'm trying to pay off. Because I refinanced to pay off other crap.
Right. And it's just like, like what Arnie was talking about earlier, talking about the EV truck and everything. I saw there was a video where these guys were doing a comparison on EV versus a gas or diesel powered.
Mm-hmm.
And they went out and they actually found an EV Hummer. Okay.
Ooh.
We're talking about $130,000 vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's going to buy that?
Who's got the money to buy that? That's the biggest thing. Who's got the money?
People talk to me because I see that junk rolling around. I see the Tesla Cybertrucks rolling around. I see the
Well, like,
Rivians going around. I see.
you look
I
what
see
happened in California. They dumped all the gas powered equipment this past
Yeah.
year. This is the year for it, right? So,
Yeah.
and I've said this on my channel. Husqvarna comes in, buys up the existing manufacturers of lawn and yard equipment, whatever, and it's for commercial and also home. They buy up these companies. They've been doing it for a number of years. They're a foreign company from Europe. All right. They come here, they buy up the American companies where people are living in small towns. Firing off 7,000 people in a small town destroys the town.
Mm-hmm.
They get rid of these companies. They're getting rid of this equipment. These people don't know what to do for a living, destroys the area. And you know what they want to make? They want to make 6,000 and up robotic lawnmowers. These are $6,000 and up. Who's going to buy a $6,000 robotic lawnmower when you just lost your job at the place where you were making decent money?
Right.
Well, this doesn't make.
Right.
This isn't political. This is reality. Like, it's crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
right. Now, like Chris and I, we were walking around.
The scale of economics.
Yeah.
Well,
Now,
6,000 people lost their job in that town, but there's other people that have more money, so they're going to make those mowers for everybody else that still has.
right.
But
now,
it's
like
not
I said,
us.
The fast food chain.
Right.
Yeah, okay,
Now,
well, your fast food chain doesn't have a lot of volume. You're in a small town, you're not selling a lot. But the fast food chain on the major interstate that has 10,000 people come through a day, well, they can afford that.
Right. But that's only one or two here and there. And,
right.
They really just don't care about like middle America. They've been ripping us off forever. And now I think they've realized that, well, I think we've crippled them enough. They can't do anything now. So we got to find new herds.
Right. Well, I was going to say is, Chris and I, we were in Lowe's one day. I don't remember what it was I was shopping for. And I saw this guy, he was pushing a Craftsman riding mower and everything. It's like, is that battery? It looked like, that's battery operated. So I went and looked at it. Yeah, it was battery operated, and customer had bought it, returned it because they said it won't charge for some reason.
Yeah.
$5,500 for a Craftsman electric riding mower.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's like, I mean,
you have to finance it.
I mean, now, yes, I do have I've got a couple of Cobalt battery operated push mowers, but they're push mowers.
Yeah.
$500 each. One's a 24 volt, which I figure, okay, that one I got plenty of batteries for because they're not that expensive.
Yeah.
The other one is an 80 volt mower. Now, yeah, it's 80 volt. It's got the balls to do whatever I want. But the problem is, it's $240 for one battery.
Yep.
Okay. But the 24 volt, I've got plenty of those batteries, but it doesn't have the balls to do whatever I need. And the frame on it is a lot smaller.
But it's good that they're there. Like, I'm all for that, the electric stuff, because a lot of the smaller gas powered stuff is, I fix this stuff. It's problematic. It's problematic for the people that buy them too, because a lot of people don't know how to deal with them and they don't work a lot of times. And then there's the other side. When I hurt my back, I bought an electric Honda, electric start Honda, and I love my Hondas. I couldn't pull the cord at that point in time, and they didn't really have decent electric mowers in those days. We're going back 10, I don't know, I forgot, 12. It's been a while.
Right.
So
10-ish years.
Yeah, ish. And I think it's great because some of the smaller lawns in suburbia, it'd be great for a lot of people to have access to the electric, but you don't kill the gas-powered industry to do it.
No.
Come on. Stop.
You can't kill the gas powered. Yeah.
They're killing it.
You can't kill the gas powered industry to do it because the batteries they're there for home use, for me and you mowing, unless you have an acre or more. Yeah, you got reasons.
Yeah, or even
average house, gas powered stuff. You don't need it.
Right now, I do know that
mine's not an acre, but it's big enough, and I prefer gas. So
that's because batteries can't do it.
Right. Now, I was going to say...
They're trying to say is the batteries can do everything, and they can't yet.
Right. Well, see, like for me now, there was a video on a while back. This guy was actually showing a small farm style tractor and everything that he was going out and doing some mowing and doing a few other things, but it was battery operated.
Yeah.
But it was still, I think, around $16,000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, no. I mean, yeah, I like it and everything, but that is still too much money to spend on something like that. I mean, I'll go out here and I'll get the green and yellow tractor and everything. That's what I find it for, with all the different attachments, for about 14,000, and little 3-cylinder Yanmar
Yeah.
diesel
Yeah.
engine.
Yeah.
Now,
No,
I've
I
also
felt
put up some shorts on my channel where there've been a number of hearings with industry executives, Senate and House hearings, and they interview these people, and the people talk about how one company wanted to outfit all of their high-lows electric, and they went to the essentially the county, and they sat down with them and they went over the numbers, and they said, you, the kind of power you're asking for to charge these machines, batteries in these machines,
Hey,
we don't
Destroyer.
even supply
Hey,
that
Destroyer.
much power to the entire county.
I'm
You're
just,
asking for more power than we supply currently to the entire current county, and you want it at one facility. Are you out of your mind? We
Yeah.
can't do that.
Right,
So the answer is no.
right. And what was it? What's that? I can't remember. It was Peterbilt or
Yeah. It was. I think it was a Peterbilt.
right.
Yeah.
They actually
I know
came
which
out.
one you're talking about.
They actually came out. Now the funny thing about it was they actually came out with a EV big rig, okay, and they were out showing it and everything. And the funny thing about it is, at the plant where it came from, they don't even have the facility to even charge it.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it died right out there where they were showing
Yep.
it, and they had no way of recharging it at
That's
all.
right.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, you want to build this, but there is no facility or any way of recharging the battery. Okay,
Yeah.
like where
You wanna get
Barbara's
off
at.
the
Like I said,
Now they bring in
Maybe.
tractor trailers that have diesel powered generators to charge up these
Yep.
batteries.
It's crazy.
oh, I saw
While
that.
they're destroying the infrastructure,
society.
you know, that the natural gas and whatever infrastructure, they're destroying that and tightening it down because they think that solar can do it. But solar and wind can't do it. That's actually quite well known that it can't do
No,
it. It's,
not completely.
In
No.
California,
No.
they converted all the state buildings to natural gas because it was more efficient and clean energy. And
Yeah,
now
that's better.
California is trying to tell you that you can't have a gas stove or
Right.
gas anything.
Right.
They're trying to shut off natural gas
it's
because
bizarre.
Yeah.
some sort of pollutant.
All right, and no, that was one thing that last year when Anthony Robles, you know, when he was still coming up on panel and everything, he was talking about how out there in California that they are wanting to do away with natural gas for homes, as far as stoves,
Mhm.
water
Restaurant.
heaters,
Same
Right.
here.
right? And
No,
they're-
California, no natural gas. If you're
Right.
a restaurant and you want to have burners, too bad. You
Right.
get an electric stove and a flat top that
Right.
does electric power.
Right.
If you want
And
to heat your house, too bad, electric. California,
Yep, same here.
electric only.
Right. And the bad
No.
part is the power grid is not there in
That's
order
right.
to support it.
Well, it
That-
wasn't
that-
lost on anybody when California pushes electric cars and Newsom said, we're going to do this and this and this and this and so on and so on. And it's all going to be electric. It wasn't lost on anybody when 3 days later we're having brownouts because California can't provide enough power. And Newsom said, please don't plug in your car.
Yep.
Right.
Well, look at Texas. Look what happened to you fellas over there in Texas a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
Yep.
What was
But
that?
we were-
2 years ago?
Something like about 3 years. And
Three.
now,
That storm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that storm actually. He and I met about 2 weeks after that storm hit.
right.
Actually,
I was in Oklahoma
Correct, but
working.
it was lost on everybody in California except probably 5 people because I'm in California and we're stupid.
Now, what a lot of people don't realize is that here in the United States, there's 3 power grids. You've got Eastern, Western, Texas. In the state of Texas, there are no power lines crossing the border. We are on our own power grid.
Nice.
Yeah.
Except for 3 years ago when you ran into that problem.
Yeah.
Right. And that was something that they were not, unfortunately, the people that were running it, of course, they're no longer in that position
Yeah.
or have a
Good.
job because they really got their
They
ass
screwed up.
reamed up. Yeah, they screwed
They
up.
killed
royally.
people.
Right.
Yeah, but nobody was expecting Texas to be hit by snow.
So what?
I know. That's the
You know
thing.
what I mean, right?
No, it wasn't that. No,
You know,
it was,
I mean, I'm not yelling at you guys. I'm just,
Right.
it makes me mad.
Oh,
Right.
I know.
Right. But the whole thing about it is that particular storm, that was the only one that actually had every single county in the state of Texas under a winter weather warning.
Hmm.
Every single county. We're talking about all the way down to the Mexico border.
Well, and you think that they'd be prepared for that. They had a warning. So what do? You check everything. You cross your T's, you dot your I's. What do we got going on, fellas? Brace yourselves, right?
And
Right.
I'm 250 miles away from this. I'm driving a 1999 Honda Civic. Okay. There are F-150s, GMC Sierras, Dodge Rims, full-size trucks out there. Single cab, king cab, crew cab, all that. They're high centering on snow drifts and medians, and I'm just sitting here doing this thing.
Wow.
I'm doing 40 miles an hour on a 45 mile an hour road. I'm just going. I ain't got no problems with it.
Yeah. And it's just like me. My neighbor at
It
the
sounds
time.
like you know how to drive, and they don't.
Yeah.
Right. Well, here's the thing. My next door neighbor at that time, he had a F-250 4-wheel drive dually. Okay. He could not make it up the street to the stop sign. I get out in my little Dodge Caliber front wheel drive and I make it to work
Yeah.
with no problem.
Yeah. Well, front wheel drive. Yeah.
Right. But he had 4-wheel drive dually.
Yeah.
So he had 6-wheel drive and everything. And he
Steven,
couldn't make it.
I was close to bald tires.
Yeah.
My it was bad. I literally.
Yeah, but some of those little cars, they're so good at getting around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd had.
And
the
you
car
and
less-
obviously you're a good driver, and
Come on.
I mean,
Those
up
little
here
cars,
in New York, they're
you
used
just
to it.
follow it. It will. They'll just kind of pull you through a lot more than you think it would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
And
Crystal, I think you mentioned something about one of the storms. The one I remember when it hit the island, it came up the Northeast from down south. It was the big hurricane Sandy, and we back right before that. I want to say a few years before that, we invested all this money in what's known as the crossed sound cable. It goes from Connecticut to Long Island, New York, across Long Island Sound, which is huge. It's inland. It's the ocean.
yeah.
And
I've
so
heard- yeah, I've
then the
heard that.
EPA refused to allow it to be used because it was killed the fishes. So here we are for 2 weeks, no power. They're trying to drive in fuel. They literally pulled up tankers as far as they could into New York Harbor, and the Coast Guard allowed them to run lines over the water over to the bay side of Manhattan Island at Battery Park, where they had these tanker facilities trying to pump oil into these tanker trucks to cart it out to Long Island. We could only grab about a couple of gallons, whatever you could carry on each arm. You'd stand on line and then go home. Everything was shut down, and we had no power. And here's this beautiful cross sound cable. They wouldn't turn it on.
Oh.
And so they don't care about us, right?
No.
And we're still paying for Shoreham, the nuclear power plant that they claimed years ago in the 70s that the power would be too cheap to meter. So you know what they did? They turned it on to contaminate the plant. They ran the tests, and then they said, we can't run it because there's no evacuation procedure. And we pay for this still. because we have to keep the plant there because they poisoned the area by turning it on and testing it.
How long does it take to come up with an evacuation?
There's no way off the island. Oh, they knew that when they were building it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's like Pelican Bay.
Yeah.
Where, down here, there's Seawolf Park.
Yeah.
That we had a boat hit
It was a barge.
A barge hit the bridge that leads out there. You have
one bridge.
One way in and out of that place.
Mm-hmm.
They shut it down, and they literally, the cops were stationed all along this bridge to make sure people were getting off the island. They were leaving one vehicle at a time.
Yeah.
And, you know, if there was one person in the car when it went to the island, there was one person in the car when it left.
Yep.
And they would have like 3 bicyclists at the same time, but that was it.
Yeah.
But they've actually got that bridge reopened right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know that they finally got the that one bridge that tanker hit up there in New York here. They got that
bridge.
all. Yeah, they've got that cleared up finally.
Yeah.
Where they've got the river and everything. Where
that's a major port, right, that we have. That's the port that they started to use more of when they locked down and screwed up the ports in California and they were all backed up. They realized, hey, you know, we can just bring it around. It's a longer path, but we can go use this port over on the other side of the country and we can keep things flowing. Yep. And that was the port that they used because a lot of the crap that was going on in California had a lot to do with a lot of other things.
Yep.
You know, and this is what I mean. It's the money, it's the politics, it's the, oh, you're not touching my stuff until you pay me. You know, I got to get paid. You got to grease my, and this, like the power plant, like we're still paying for this damn thing. We have some of the highest rates in the country because of the too cheap to meter power plant that they turned on and ruined everything. Yeah. And we can't get power from the cross sound cable because fishes.
That, like I always said, it's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
That's all it is to it.
And they're doing it again, right? It's just they're doing it on a bigger scale, but they're doing it again. It's the same game.
They never stopped.
Right.
It just went back doors.
Right.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm already 32 minutes past my normal time.
I know, but it was a good conversation. It was worth
it.
Right. You're 32 minutes past your time, and I am signing out. So everybody take care.
All right. See you later, barbecue.
Yep.
Y'all have fun.
Coming in.
Bye, barbecue.
All right.
See you later, everybody else. I see people in chat.
Bye, Layla.
Arnie, you got anything to say besides your boss telling you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope everyone has a good night. And tomorrow night I'll be live. And of course, it's open topic on my channel. Whatever comes to mind, we'll discuss it.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Arch, you
all
got
right, good night, everyone.
You got anything else you want to say, Arch? Before you?
No, I'm a big mouth. I'm good. Thanks for letting me on there, mate.
No problem. Sweetie, you got anything you want to say?
Mm-mm.
Well, I appreciate everybody, that come in. Hey, Lewis, how you doing?
Hi, Lewis. Bye, Lewis.
Oh, there's Lois. See you later, Lois.
Yeah. He's lucky because usually I've got this shut down already. But I appreciate everybody that's come in. First time for having Arch up on panel. It's very nice. I told him, hey,
that's right.
He wants, he could come in. Of course, Barbecue came in. He's been on before.
Been a minute, but yeah.
It's good seeing everybody else that has not been in here for a while. I appreciate it. And like I said, like what Arnie said, open topic, whatever you want to talk about. It's not what we want to discuss. It's like, hey, y'all bring it up. We'll go with it.
Yeah.
And everything. And hey, it makes it so much better. I would love to be able to have more people showing up and chatting and everything. But I mean, just try to get the word out. Like I'm saying, hey, hit that thumbs up, hit the share button and everything. But I need to get this shut down. That way I can get into bed because it's late already.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I appreciate everybody's coming in. So I'm going to shut this down. So Y'all stay safe. God bless, and y'all have a good night.
Good night, everyone.
So.